Hello, I'm Mr. Pleasant Books. For this book talk, we're discussing the first book in the Cradle series, Unsouled. It is written by Will Wight, or Wright. I think it's Will Wight, is how you pronounce his last name. It's actually, I didn't know if I would really like it, because I got it for free. So I wasn't really sure how I'd feel about it. And I ended up liking the series, or I've read the first few books. And I ended up liking it quite a bit, as a matter of fact. And the magic system is just really incredible. It's about a young man who is unsouled, which means he has no magical affinity in his village. So they say he's unsouled. He has no he can't do anything. He'll never become strong. He'll never become worth anything to his village. So he's unsouled. He's kind of cast out. But he finds out through a series of events that he can become more if he works hard enough. And this is just the first book is really just how he got on that path, how he started it, how he decided I'm going to be more than just the village uselessness, the village whatever. I'm going to be somebody important. I'm going to have the power, make my family, make myself proud. And that's kind of just how the first book goes. So from here forward, there will be spoilers. If you haven't read the book yet, I would encourage you to go read it. Read the series. It's really good. Uh, it's very good. I would recommend it for you. So yeah, here forward for spoilers. Okay, so the first thing I want to say about this book, the way that the power works is through meditation, through developing, kind of cultivating that power in you, and as you go through the levels. Let's see, there's nothing, then copper, iron, jade, gold, and then apparently it keeps going past that. And with each one, you become more powerful, and there's more things you can do and more things you can accomplish. I mean, you have these super powerful beings like the Abaddon, who come in, who are more like the embodiments of, like, there's the embodiment of death, the embodiment of healing and mercy, the embodiment of justice, and all those things. It's just they're in there. And what's her name? Suriel is the one who meets Lindin, Weishi Lindin, and gets him started on the path of becoming more. She fixes the thing that was wrong, and which helps him cultivate his madra, as they call it in the book, more, so he become more powerful. And it took me longer than I'm proud to admit to realize that his name wasn't Wei Shi Lindin, that it was just Lindin, and Wei Shi was just describing the path of his clan. I don't know why it took me so long, and I hopefully nobody else had this problem, and if you did, you're not alone. Wei Shi Lindin, I did not get that Wei Shi was not his name. I felt kind of like an idiot when I finally did realize it, because I didn't realize it until the end of the book almost, when he's talking to Yaren. And, yeah, I just felt like kind of an idiot. His name's Lyndon, and he's 15 years old in the book, and it's just amazing the things that are in this story. That I'm just like the 1,000-mile cloud that you can fly on, that little river seed that he finds, the flags that he can put up to confuse people, that just all that little power that's in there. Plus the way that it sounds like your iron body makes you become just like almost superhuman strong and fast and sturdy. Like you can get hit hard. Like Wei Shi Linden gets smacked by this one being, and it rips him in half, and it's just kind of a throwaway backhand blow, and it rips him in half. Whereas another person with an iron body gets hit by a remnant, which is kind of the spirit that's left over from a tree, or animal or person if they're strong enough, and just kind of shrugs it off. And then the copper, it seems like you can, like, your eyes, makes your eyes work better, is where you can start projecting force outside your. It's just really cool. And there's very few worlds that I would like to go and visit in anything that I read, but this world sounds like somewhere that'd be really cool. And mainly because it also sounds just like a giant Earth, like way bigger than planet Earth. They're in a valley with 1 million people, and it's not crowded at all. And it turns out that valley is nothing compared to the world. Like they have to travel almost 500 times to get to one place, and then another 1,000 times just to find this person who he's trying to, who's powerful enough to maybe teach him. So it just sounds like a huge world, just utterly massive. And I personally would like to have a bigger world, because there'd be more to discover, more to see, more to find. But the only problem I really have with it, though, is that it seems like the higher you go in your Madra, the more arrogant and kind of stupid you get. I'm, there's somebody who said that pride is all they have. No, there's more to everything than pride. And just because you're going up in strength, which, as it turns out, the Jades, which are the most powerful ones in the valley, are nothing out in the real world. It turns out this sacred valley they live in is a very sheltered and protected place, because the sword disciple came in there and she was already Jade, and she was saying out in the real world she's not considered that good, or not that high ranking. So it's yeah, and it just, the Jade isn't much, but for some reason they let their arrogance and the pride, they let it go so much that they trick themselves into thinking that Wei Shi Lindin, the Unsouled, one who can't do anything, somehow was more so, that like he was hidden by his clan, and so the entire school goes down there and wipes out his clan, which is just messed up. They wipe out that entire 100,000 people just because of their arrogance and their pride. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I'm a prideful guy, but I'm not that prideful. Maybe it's just the way the world works there. But it just seems like a silly thing to have. Motivating you is my pride and my arrogance. And I don't know. Poor Sage was like above gold. The only reason that he was killed is because they poisoned him and attacked him while he was sleeping, trying to recover from that poison. And he still killed 2 of the Jade Masters. He was just that powerful. And even his remnant is so powerful that it cracks a tomb that they didn't even know could be damaged. And the only one who can defeat it is Yeren, who, when she takes it, she becomes gold herself, gets this like hook blade arm attached to her. I guess that's a sign of becoming gold. You mutate in some way to show that to have a gold power. Yeah, that's it. And it's Yeren. Yeren. She takes over. She becomes gold. They leave the valley because that's what Lindin found out he had to do from Serial, was leave the valley in order to become powerful enough to save everybody and protect them from this dread god that is coming to destroy the entire valley in 30 or 40 years. And he finally breaks free. He doesn't let that being unsouled stop him anymore. He learns a trick to split his core into 2, so he can actually follow 2 paths now. He turns one of them into copper, so he's already become a copper just that fast once he's healed and fixed, because he has that foundation to him. And yeah, he's just going out. It's a really good book. I liked reading it a lot. I didn't think I would like it that much. I ended up loving it, so I went and got the rest of the next 4 books in the series, because it was just that good. But anyways, that's the end. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you later. Mr. Pleasant Books.